Hey everybody, welcome to our YouTube Glassbox education page, and today we have a little bit of special content for you. If you found me on social media, on my Instagram, recently someone had asked me to do a tutorial to help them cut their son's hair at home who has severe autism. He can't handle being in the salon. It might overstimulate him, be a little too noisy, and at times might be frightening. So this person and this individual asked me if I could show them how to do a full tutorial on how to achieve a beautiful, quick haircut at home for someone who might not be able to visit the salon environment. So what we like to do at Glassbox is, of course, give back, and that's something we're actually going to take you through today. We're going to show you a very efficient way of achieving a beautiful haircut at home, because most people in life and everybody in life deserves to have a nice haircut for Christmas, for family events, for school pictures, whatever it might be. So what we're going to do is take you through a very, very quick and efficient way to get hair off the head and style someone's hair at home who might have a disability or issues, again, attending the salon environment. So follow me along. We're going to go step by step and show you guys how to do a beautiful haircut that you can achieve at home. Perfect, so we're gonna get started, but we need a list of tools that you're gonna need to be using at home. So the first thing that you're gonna need is probably a clipper, okay? It doesn't have to be any sort of special clipper. Again, I'm gonna leave a list of tools in the description of where you can pick these up on Amazon, but we will use a clipper and we'll probably be using a number 2 guard. The next thing that we're gonna be using is just a regular cutting comb, a regular pair of scissors. Once again, we're gonna show you on Amazon where to get them, and then some hair cutting clips. And this is just so we can work from the top to the side without getting messy, all right? And again, showing you a very easy, achievable way of getting the hair off the head and you deciding whether you wanna style it forward or backwards, okay? So those are all the tools you're gonna need. Let's jump right in and we're gonna get started. So I'm gonna do a demonstration on a mannequin. Obviously, if you're working with a live person, obviously, you know, they're gonna be moving. It could be challenging, but we're here to do our best, okay? So what we want you to do is usually, it's much easier to cut hair when it's wet. So if you get the individual out of the shower, it might be the best time. Wrap a towel around them, possibly get a hair cutting tape. Again, we can show you on Amazon where you can pick that up. But usually right out of the shower is gonna be the best time. And that's so you can manipulate the hair the best, okay? Because we're gonna work in 2 sections, the top section and the side section, okay? We're gonna work to the sides first and then to the top. But making sure that the hair is wet is always gonna be easier. Like I said, grab a towel at home or get a cutting cape off of Amazon, which will show you once again where to find that. But we're gonna start with wet hair, okay? The next thing you're gonna need is your comb, is your scissors, and your cutting clip. Okay, and we're gonna start right now and we're gonna show you a really quick, efficient way to get the hair off the head. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get the hair wet and we're gonna slick it back and get it off the face, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna try to find the round of the head with the comb, all right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a nice section all the way around. Now, obviously I've been doing this for a long time. It's a lot easier for me to do. You just need to do your best, okay? So again, I'm just gonna work all the way around, putting in what we call a universal horseshoe section, okay? Again, take your time. I know you're gonna be working with an individual that might not wanna be sitting still, okay? But you just need to do your best. And what I'm gonna do is once I'm done the sectioning, I'm gonna show you what it looks like from side to side. So once we have the top separated from the sides, all we have to do is twist it like so. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're gonna grab one of our cutting clips and we're gonna twist that up and away. So what we should have now is a nice universal horseshoe section around the head, okay? Now, we've separated the top from the sides. We're gonna work with the sides first, and then we're gonna move to the top. We're gonna go in with our clipper, okay? We're gonna make sure that that clipper is closed. You obviously have the dial on the sides. We're gonna close that clipper. We're gonna place our number 2 guard on, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that hair off the sides, okay? Okay, perfect. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start on the sides and we're gonna work the clipper the whole way around. Now for me, what I like to do is work one side to the middle of the back, and then I start on the other side from side to the middle of the back, okay? What we're gonna do, and usually I would do this dry, but it's okay to do it wet if we're working with people who are having issues and we need to work quickly and efficiently. So like I said, we're gonna take our number 2 and we're just working softly up the head just to get that hair off. We don't wanna go into the round of the head, which is in this area. We just wanna make sure that clipper is coming off. Okay? That way we can retain that square shape so that this has something to sit on. Now, once again, if you're not a professional hair cutter, you're just here to do your best. You're just here to help out, okay? So what we want to focus on once again is we're just taking that clipper very lightly all the way up and bringing it up off the side of the head. It's almost, imagine as you get to the eyebrow, the clipper is coming off. As you can see, if you can tilt their head a little bit, it is going to help you with getting that hair off, okay? I'm gonna spin the mannequin around so you can see how I'm working in the back. Okay, once again, the clipper is going in very lightly and I'm just pulling down with that comb just to get that hair and that clipper to be meeting at the same time. Okay, and as you can see, we've sort of built a little bit of a ledge here, okay, which is gonna be helpful because we're gonna use that as our guide to cut the top, okay? Once again, I'm gonna spin the mannequin around, tilt the head forward. Obviously, if this is the individual sitting in your kitchen or wherever it might be, sometimes maybe placing a hand on the head to keep them secure might be helpful, okay? Again, I know you're gonna be working with a moving target, someone who's not specifically open or happy to be getting a haircut, so we gotta do our best, right? So once again, the clipper is going up and coming out, up and coming out, up and coming out, okay? Now, this is gonna take time, it's gonna take practice. Don't worry if the first couple haircuts don't come out fantastic, okay? Everything takes repetition and consistency, okay? So I've worked all the way to the back, now I'm gonna work to the other side. Once again, if you can, tilt the head, might be beneficial for you, okay? Again, my comb is going in and I'm just marrying my comb and my clipper together. This way, we can leave a little bit of that ledge up top. Okay, spinning it around once again. Clippers going in and coming out. Clippers going in, coming out. Clippers going in, coming out. Okay? And again, this is gonna take time, it's gonna take practice, okay? But it's gonna be a challenge, but over time and consistency, you will find you're gonna get a much easier outcome after doing it a certain amount of times, okay? So that's it, our number 2, our clipper with our number 2 guard and our comb. That's all we really had to do. Once again, just to recap, we worked with the clipper number 2 up to where the round of the head is and we pulled the clipper off. We worked all the way around into the back and then we came to the other side, worked all the way around and into the back, okay? So that's it, our number 2 is in, okay? We used our clipper with our number 2 guard. What we can do now is we can move to our trimmer and square them off, clean around the ears and clean up the back, okay? So follow me as we move on to the trimmer. Perfect, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna move to our detailer, our outliner, or our trimmer. Once again, we're gonna leave all this information in the YouTube channel where you can get all these tools on Amazon, okay? So before we move to the top, let's just get it clean around the sides, all right? So what we're gonna do, so we're just gonna come in, tilt the head once again, and we're just going to square off the sideburn, and we're gonna use the corners of the clipper, very similar to a pencil, and just clean up around the ears. You can use 2 hands like so and do your best to work and clean up around the ear. All right, I'm just gonna turn the mannequin once again and you can see how I'm holding and just cleaning around the ears to get any of that debris away or those loose flyaways. Now, if you can also bend the ear. Obviously on a mannequin, it's very difficult to bend the ear, but if you can bend the ear, you can fold the ear down and you can get in there a lot cleaner. What we're gonna do is we're gonna work our way down, all the way down, just cleaning up any of that excess. Okay, and then we're gonna work side to side before we move to the back. Once again, I'm gonna spin the mannequin around for you. I'm gonna tilt the head. And as you can see, we might have some uncleanly parts, stuff that we need to clean up. I'm gonna use the middle of the ear here just to put in my sideburn, nice and clean. Okay, once again, 2 hands just guiding that clipper around the ear to get rid of any of that excess stuff. Once again, really key to use the corners of the blade, not so much the whole flat blade because you might end up going too deep into the actual haircut. Again, I'm using the corners and just coming around like so, and I'm going very lightly. Once again, if you can fold the ear, you can, all right? And again, 2 hands just guiding, and it's almost as though you're tracing. Imagine you're just tracing around the ear, okay? And you can be very gentle with it and get that nice and cleaned up, okay? All right, let's move to the back. Now, here we are in the back of the head. Obviously, if you want to get more, if you want to challenge yourself more, you can learn to do a taper. That's something we can talk about in the future. But today, let's just square them off, okay? It's something to keep them nice and clean, all right? And all I'm going to do, and I'm not going to tilt the head too much, all right? But we're just going to go in and we're just going to draw a straight line. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very, very basic. As you can see, I'm holding my clipper with the blade towards, not like this. I'm holding it like this, okay? And what we're doing is we're just lightly pressing. And as you can see, these fingers are guiding and these fingers are pushing against the neck or the nape, okay? And again, we're just doing a nice squared off neck, something that's very classic, very clean. Okay, and once again, like I said, these are guiding to control it, these are pushing, right? So if you need to use 2 hands because you're not comfortable using one, that's totally fine. Okay, and then we can just go up the sides, okay, like so, if there's any flyaways, and we need to clean it up, okay? And we're just gonna work side to side, all the way down, okay? Now, if you really need, you can also get a neck brush to make sure that they're not sitting itchy throughout the haircut, right? Because everyone knows that that can be quite annoying. So, the sides are done, okay? We've used our number 2 with our clipper, okay? We took the clippers up and off the head, all right? We then went in with our trimmer and we cleaned around the ears. We squared off the sideburns just at the middle of the ear, and then we went to the back and we just put in that straight line, cleaning up the sides if there's any loose hairs or debris around the hairline, okay? Believe it or not, I usually find this to be the hardest part, so the hard part is out of the way. Now we just have to connect the top to the sides, okay? Now, this is your decision. Do they want to wear their hair forward or do they want to wear their hair back? I'm going to show you how to wear the hair back. That's usually more trendy. You can do side parts, things that are off the face. Obviously, certain people, they don't want hair in their face. It can be kind of bothersome. So let's do something off of the face, okay? And this is going to be very simple. We're going to take this back to my fundamentals of hairdressing school. You know, it doesn't have to be hard. We just want to get the hair up and off the face and keep it very, very basic, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to take you through that right now. So here we go, just so you can see on the angle, all I'm doing is taking a section that's about the width of my finger, okay, from one side to the other, and I'm just lifting it up completely square, looking for that previous guide and cutting straight across. Don't overthink it, let's just get the hair off. Choose what length you think you want the hair to be sitting at and just cut it off. Getting towards the front now. Again, straight across, bringing that straight up off the head. Boom, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and removing that and pushing it back. Okay, so we're moving to that last section in the front. This is where you can gauge where you want the length to sit. Obviously, I'm gonna suggest bringing it above the eyebrow. Okay, so you can take your time, bringing that up, cutting that straight across. Cutting that straight across. Okay, and let's just see where that's sitting. Okay, it might be sitting a little bit long for you. If you want, you can go back through, take a little bit more. Okay, let's see where that's sitting. Beautiful. And then we're gonna slick it back out of the way. So we've completed the top, but obviously we have a tiny little bit of an undercut. So what we're gonna do is we wanna find the natural parting of the hair. Let's say this gentleman's hair is parting in the middle. All we're gonna do is now head to a middle part. Okay, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna follow this all the way around and just connect it to those sides. We're gonna cut all the way around, all the way around, all the way around. Okay, right into the back, just so we don't have that overhang, all the way around, all the way around. All the way around. Okay, don't worry, it doesn't have to be perfect. They just want to have a beautiful haircut, and this is what we're going to do to achieve it. Okay, all the way around, all the way around, all the way around. Okay, we're going to slick that hair back, and there should not be any overhang at this point. Okay, now you have a lot of options now. You can push the hair back, you can put in a side part, whatever it is you might want to do. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to work to a blow dry now. Okay, now I get it. This might not be something that they want to do, but if you have a family event, something coming up, a picture day, and you want to give them a blow dry, I'm going to show you how to do that as well. Okay, so haircut is done. Look at that, nice and clean. It's off the face. The sides are short. This should be quick and efficient and an easy way for you to get them looking nice, sharp, and clean. Okay. So we just have a regular blow dryer from home and a regular hairbrush from home. There's nothing special about these. These are going to be times for when the individual has to have, birthday photos, Christmas photos, school photos, and if you want to put in a style. If not, if you just want to let this air dry, it's going to look fantastic as well. They're going to feel clean. You're going to be happy about it. But let's just take you through the blow dry process if it's something that you want to do, and it can be quite soothing. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our blow dryer, we're going to put it on medium heat and high speed, and we're just going to blow dry the hair out of the way. So basically when the hair is wet, all we need to do is push the hair back. We're gonna take our blow dryer and we're literally just gonna brush the hair from the front to the back of the head, just getting it dry. I understand this might not be something that's so crucial, but if you guys wanna put a style in, you can. So really all we're doing is we're taking the blow dryer and blowing from the front to the back just to get that moisture out, just to get the hair off the face. It doesn't have to be difficult. Like I said, if you don't want to do the blow dry portion, that's not a big deal. The haircut should be substantial to just do a quick wash and go, and I do truly believe it'll sit quite nice for you. But if you want to put that extra little effort in to get them ready, like I said, for photos at school, family events, etc., then sure, get the blow dryer in there and have fun with it. Make it a fun process. Perfect, you've done a fantastic job. This is no easy feat, especially when you're working with a moving target. We want to make sure that we can also make this fun and enjoyable for the individual who's sitting getting their haircut. Now, again, we wanted to do this quick and efficiently because we know that you're under a certain time constraint, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a quick recap on the head, and we're just gonna walk you through the systems and the blueprint. All you have to do at home is follow this step by step. Watch the YouTube video, and if you need to pause, that's why we're putting this out there, so you have it, so you can memorize it. Once again, follow it systematically, step by step, and you're gonna achieve a very beautiful haircut. And like I said, over time, you're gonna get better at this, okay? It's like anything else that you would have to practice, and they're gonna be really happy that you can achieve a beautiful look for them. So let's head over to the mannequin and we'll just do a quick recap. So once again, what we started with was a nice horseshoe section, okay, from the recession. All right, we then clipped this area off. We then took our number 2 with our clipper and we worked all the way around, marrying our comb into our clipper. We worked from one side to the back, and then we worked from this side to the back, okay? That was our number 2. If you wanna go longer, you can put on a number 3 or a number 4. Usually number 2 is gonna get you longevity, and we're gonna hopefully get 4 to 6 weeks out of this haircut, okay? So number 2, the whole way around from the side to the back. Number 2, the whole way around from side to back. We then went through with our trimmer or our detailer and we cleaned up around the ear. We squared off the sideburn to the length that we liked. We used the side of the ear here just to bring up that nice sideburn, okay? And then we brought it through the back and just squared it off, okay? Again, clean around the ears, clean in the back. This is gonna give longevity, and you're gonna get anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks out of this haircut, okay? We then moved to the top, all right? What we did is we pushed all the hair over to one side, and we brought up everything square, and we cut it. Square, cut it. Square, cut it, square, cut it. I would say, depending on the density, you could probably get 5 or 6 sections out of this. And again, you're just bringing it up, cutting across, bringing it up, cutting across, okay? Then you can come to the front. You can sort of guesstimate where you want the length to sit, so it's not sitting in the individual's face and bothering them, and you can push it out of the way, whether you're doing a slick back or a side part, okay? And just sort of guess where you want that length to be sitting, okay? We then went to the natural parting, and we just brought everything down and connected it into that clipper work. Just cut around, 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 just to make sure that there's nothing overhanging and there's nothing disconnected, okay? That is pretty much it. It's very, very simple. Follow it step by step, and if you want to have fun with the blow dryer afterwards, if the individual enjoys that portion of the service that you're going to be providing, then sure, you can go in with the blow dry, and that's going to be great for styling for family pictures, school day, Christmas photos, whatever it might be, okay? So try this at home. Like I said, follow the steps. Don't get disheartened. It is going to be a challenge. We already know that you're challenged out there, right? And that's why we wanted to do this video, to help you to be able to get through a very quick and efficient service at home. Like I said, pause the video, study it. Over time, it's going to get easier and faster for you. So I hope here at Glassbox, we were able to help you achieve this at home for someone who might not be able to come to a salon environment. And stay tuned. Hopefully, we'll be adding some more content with more tips and tricks down the line. Thank you so much for watching.